friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina, and here I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you through my DIYs. And boy, do I have the cutest little DIY / crafts for you today that are made with Dollar Tree items that are perfect for any ages throughout the summer. This video is coming out to you a little bit late. That is because this is technically our last week of school, so things have been a little rushed and put together. Nonetheless, I still have some DIYs that are perfect for you. If you have little ones or kids in school that they're at their last week or two of school, I really hope you guys have an amazing summer. Now, with all that being said, let's just get into it and let's art today. Since the weather is warming up and we're spending more time outside, I wanted to make a little fairy garden display. I bought everything from Dollar Tree, as you see here. The candlestick holder, the little tray that I'm holding, and the figurines are all purchased from Dollar Tree, and you can find them right now. They usually have bigger kits, but these little fairy garden figurines usually come 3 or 2 in a pack. Now, I've had these for a couple years, and my plan was to always make it over, and in these DIYs for today, everything is in the ice cream themed. When I saw these in my crafting stash, I knew this would be perfect to make over. So the first thing I wanted to do was really give everything a nice fresh coat of paint. Since I've had them for a while, they are scuffed up. Plus, a lot of these figurines come in, they're not really painted well. So I wanted to give everything a nice fresh coat. I also added that same tan on the candlestick holder because we're going to place that underneath our tray so it is propped up a little bit more. To add the tray and the candlestick together, I will be using a combination of E6000 and some hot glue. Now, the reason I want this to have E6000 is because my little ones will be playing with it pretty much all summer long in the garden, so I really wanted it to hold up nicely, and the hot glue is just to hold it into place for right now. I did add a little bit more hot glue around the outer edges just so that it was nice and secure. Next, I'm going to freshen up that tray even more. That pink was too pastel for me. I wanted this to be nice and bright and vibrant because it is summertime and I'm ready for all of the colors. And I just added a big dollop right in the center, and I'm going to spread it out using a paintbrush. Now, I do have too much paint, and I do scoop that back right into my tube because waste not, want not, and I do give it about 2 coats of paint just to make sure that everything was well covered. After I was done, I moved on to the ice cream portion of this little tray here, and I'm going in with my apple barrel white acrylic paint. It did need a couple coats to really make sure that it was nice and opaque, so I do suggest if you have chalk paint using that because it's much thicker and you might need less coats. Nonetheless, I still got it covered and it looks awesome. Next, I'm going in with my Posca paint marker in the color brown just to make those crosses that you see on an ice cream cone. Now, for the tray alone, I'm doing these little X's because I wasn't too sure on how to make it look like a cone. And then when I went down to the candlestick, I went in a vertical and horizontal direction instead, and it still looked pretty cohesive and I liked how it turned out. I'm just following the grooves that are naturally on the candlestick, and then I added a few more dashes in between each line. I wanted to add back on the sprinkles, and I'm using my little puffy paint here in these 4 colors. Now, I like to squeeze out a little bit because these tend to explode if you don't use them in a while, so I just try to get the air out, and I'm just going to squeeze all of those colors all over our ice cream portion of our little tray here. And the very last thing for our tray is adding a little bit of glitter. The tray was looking a little plain for me, so I'm adding a nice thin layer on the pink portion of our little ice cream tray here, making sure to spread it out evenly. And then I'm going to add this extra fine glitter right on top of it and place that to the side to completely dry. There was one more thing that I wanted to make over, which is this little castle that came with all of our fairy figurines, and I wanted to paint it similar like we did with the tray. So with that same tan that I used on the tray, I will paint just the bottom portion of our little castle here, because that will technically be the cone. And then for the top ice cream portions, I am adding that same exact pink so that it is nice and cohesive and matching. Then I did add a little bit of white to the bottom portion of our pink portion after the fact, and I forgot to hit record. But then I'm going in with my Posca paint markers and adding our little cone lines here. And once I was done adding my lines, I did add a nice top layer of sealer, and that completes this DIY. This is how our little ice cream fairy display turned out. I absolutely love it. Now, I didn't glue down the castle and the little figurines. That is because I want my little ones to play with it, and they absolutely love it. They want me to actually make more, so we have a little fairy garden, and I'm super excited to get that done. But I would love to know what you think about this DIY down in the comment section below. I have a gnome makeover. I have this one I purchased at the 99-cent store a while ago. This little gnome is holding a little mushroom, and I thought it fit perfectly with today's theme. I want to turn this little gnome into an ice cream themed gnome. So the first thing I needed to do was remove the labeling and get started. I like to paint all of my gnomes completely white just to give me a blank slate and gives me a clear view of how I want to paint them. So I do give this a nice thick coat using my Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Sheepskin. After that had time to completely dry, I then started painting the gnome in its ice cream makeover. I saw his hat as the ice cream cone. So as I'm painting the hat in a brown color, I'm just using a basic acrylic paint. I give every section about 2 to 3 coats so that everything is nice and opaque. Now, since the hat is the ice cream cone, I figured the rest of his body would be the ice cream itself. So I'm kind of working as if his hat was spilling over into the gnome. Also, the gnome was holding a mushroom, which I want to turn into an ice cream cone. So I painted the little mushroom bottom a brown color as well. So as you see, I am painting all of the gnome's hair in this light pink color. Once again, I give everything about 2 to 3 coats, but this is like the strawberry part of our ice cream cone. Once I was done painting that, I did start working on his boots. Once again, I'm going in this really light blue color that I absolutely love, making sure to get good coverage all along his boots. Then when I was done painting that, I started painting on the gnome's skin. I went in with a nice caramel color, just to fit theme and give it some contrast from the nice pastel colors. For my gnome's outfit, for his shirt and pants, I kept it really simple. I left it completely white so that I can go in with my Posca paint markers and add all of the sprinkles using all of the colors of the rainbow. I think this is super adorable for this little guy. Remember, friends, I do also have an Instagram and Facebook page to show further pictures of all of my DIYs. I would love for you to pop over there and say hello. And if you have made it to this part of the video, thank you so much. I would love to see you put sprinkles down in the comment section below. After I was done with the sprinkles, my gnome's hat seemed a little flat, so I added a cream color Posca paint marker and started adding these lines to mimic the waffle cone look. And lastly, for my gnome's belt, I thought this would be cute for a little drizzle of strawberry jam using my red puffy paint. Then I set this off to dry completely overnight, and that completes this DIY. And I think this gnome turned out so adorable. I did fill in the gnome's eyes. It did take a couple of tries because it started to look weird, but I did the best I could. I would love to know what you think about this DIY down in the comment section below. If you have been following my channel, you know that I absolutely love painting on terracotta pots. I even love it more since we are spending a lot more time outside, and this DIY is no different. I have a 6-inch clay standard pot that is terracotta that I bought from Walmart, and I am going to paint this one an ice cream cone. I'm first going in with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize, which is this nice bright yellow, and I first go in on the inside, and I'm going to start making these little squiggly lines that mimic drip lines, as if the ice cream cone was dripping down inside and on the outside. Now, normally what I like to do is seal off my pot and then paint on top of the sealer, but I've been doing this for so long that either way is pretty much fine, but you're going to need about 2 to 3 more coats of sealer on top of it to really protect your artwork. And since the pot is very porous, it does tend to soak up a lot of paint, so you're going to need extra paint to really make sure that everything is nice and opaque, but nonetheless, it still turns out really nicely either way. So as you see here, I'm making those drip marks on the outside of our pot too. Gave it about 3 coats of paint just to make sure everything was nice and bright. And once that was dry, it was now time to add our sprinkles. I'm adding the sprinkles using my Posca paint markers, but you can use regular paint right on top or different type of markers if you want to, but since I just have these on hand, that is what I like to use for my sprinkles. As I'm adding the sprinkles onto my ice cream portion of our terracotta pot, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free, but don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you every time I upload a new video. Plus, we would love to have you part of our virtual art family here. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being here and clicking on today's video. I really hope you enjoy. I really do appreciate each and every one of you being here, but don't forget to do all of the YouTube things down below, which is like, comment, and share it to at least one friend. It does help out my channel. And if you are watching it from your mobile device, if you can hype up this video, it really does help out. Now that our sprinkles are added on and had time to dry, I wanted to work on our cone portion of the pot. I first started going in with this paint marker that I had on hand, but since I didn't seal the pot, it was soaking up the paint so quickly, it wasn't doing what I needed it to do, so I had to go in with my apple barrel brown paint and use a paintbrush to really get those lines the way I wanted it to. After I had those lines on, I then went back in with a Posca paint marker in the color black, and I started outlining the ice cream portion on the pot. This really makes it pop for me, and it really makes it look more cartoony, which I absolutely love, but you can skip this step if you don't like that look. Lastly, once again, to protect all of my artwork, I'm going in with my Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Clear sealer, and I'm adding it to the inside and the outside, and I gave it about 3 coats, and that completes this DIY. I absolutely love doing this type of DIY. It is so simple and anybody can do it. But I must admit, I did make something similar about 2 to 3 years ago in the color pink, so I needed to put it side by side, and I absolutely love it. It is similar but not too matchy and I definitely need to do all of the colors in the rainbow so I have a whole collection. But I would love to know what you think about this down in the comment section below. All right, friends, that completes today's round of DIYs and crafts for you. I absolutely had a blast making each and every one of these, and it just gets me super excited for the summer. Now that I have more time without getting the kids to and from school, I have so many DIYs planned for the summer. I'm super excited to share it with you. Once again, I would love to know which one was your favorite down in the comment section below, and don't forget to write the word sprinkles as our little word of the day. I am super excited to see you all down in the comments section. Remember, friends, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free. But don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you every time I upload a new video. Plus, we would love to have you here, part of our virtual art family. Remember, friends, I do have other socials. I have a Facebook, Instagram, Buy Me a Coffee, and a Patreon page. All of those links will be down in the description box below. And speaking about Patreons, I need to give a big shout out to my Patreons. Thank you so much for the support. If you are interested to become a member, look for the link down in the description box below. I hope you really consider joining. We would love to have you there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you can like, comment, share it to at least one friend and hype up the video, it really does help out. And I will see you in the next one.